offensive.
This is where Arizona takes so much pride in that half-court defense. Again, 41% inside the two-point line. That ranks 4th in the nation. It's a very stingy, tough team to score against. And look, you don't have to be stationary when you're on the ball playing defense. You can be moving, and if you've established good enough position, which usually means that the guy is barreling into your chest, you'll get the offensive foul call.
Moreland checks out. Langston Morris Walker back on for the Beavers. They had a lot of positive energy early on in this half, Marcus. You can sense it slightly slipping away from the Beaver camp.
That's what the Arizona coaches talk about, that their competitive nature. They just elevated the level of that competitive nature. Oregon State hasn't been able to meet that the last 4 or 5 minutes.
There's Cook with 2 points. They need more offense from him.
And that's why Arizona is the #1 team in the country in terms of RPI. And Oregon State is a team kind of struggling to get NIT consideration. And you're seeing it right here, that dichotomy of intensity and approach to the game.
Collier did a little 1v1 and goes off the side of the backboard. Oh, no. Coach Robinson, the old flip of the wrist on that attempt right there. Disapproving. And the D has been dominant again for Sean Miller. You see where they rank in the NCAA, and here they are holding Oregon State 22 first-half points thus far. Nelson, strong. They're not even running an offense right now. Connell lobs it. Send it in. There's the one.
Greg Robinson has seen enough.
Largest lead of the night for Arizona.
A 30.
Right here, TJ McConnell does a great job of finding Nick Johnson slinking behind that back line of defenders of Oregon State. And you've got Mickey D All-Americans that sell out for your program, your process, as these Arizona Wildcats have for Sean Miller. You're awful tough to beat.
Nick Johnson, a game-high 14 right now. Sean Miller continuing to reinforce his message to his team.
I love his practices. I had the good fortune to see quite a few down in Tucson. There's Damon Stoudemire, recently added to the staff in the gray suit right there. And TJ McConnell talks about Damon Stoudemire, just teaching him about the pace of the game. Stoudemire to the left of Sean Miller. And Stoudemire, a great start at Arizona, 94, final 4 for him, 7th pick in the NBA draft from Toronto.
You talk pace, it is a frantic pace at shoot-around in practice for Arizona. There is no waste of time.
Nope.
Schafftenar, oh, big bucket.
Rulan Schafftenar's little brother showing the same type of long-distance shooting ability.
His 13th free ball of the season. Much-needed points for Oregon State.
And I like to say, no gimmicks, no 1-3-1, no tricky zones. We're going back to straight man-to-man. Match up, guard your guy. Guard your yard. Cook. Gimmicks only work for a while until the opposition kind of figures out what they can do effectively against it.
Offensive board,
nice.
Putback. Collier with the bucket. He has 7.
And that man-to-man kind of gives you a sense of accountability if you're Oregon State. You're responsible.
Beavers responding, down 4.
I am responsible.
Johnson. Collier with the board, tracks it down, thinks about running it up. Instead goes to Cook.
Alice Cook's been awful quiet. Teams have gotten hip to him. He's a great three-point shooter, 3rd in the league at 44%, but very few open looks after his first 2 or 3 games. He was inserted to the starting lineup.
Nelson's penetration earns the foul. That'll send him to the free throw line. So Arizona had extended their lead to 9 points on this bucket. But the Beavers back within 4.
Nice sandwich.
Sometimes you don't want to get fried. The charbroiled, not fried codfish sandwich at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
One car travels towards an intersection with wipers that streak and clog, while another travels towards the same intersection with wiper blades that don't let them see clearly. But between them, the Michelin Man with Michelin Stealth Wiper Blades. A revolution in wiper blade technology, combining SmartFlex construction for superior windshield contact with proven hybrid blade design for clog-free performance in rain, ice, and snow, helping you steer clear for the road ahead. Michelin Stealth Wiper Blades, a better way forward. Available at the following retailers.
Esse samba quente que é muito legal. É super pra frente, é bem genial. Uma da pesada que segura a parada. Isso é famoso 16 toneladas.
The #1 movie in America
History was made here.
is now the #1 movie to own.
Let it fly.
The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Get it March 7th.
Who do the experts at Colgate choose for their employees' dental insurance?
Peppermint.
Where can the innovators at Chevrolet get discounts on their car insurance?
Nice ride.
And how do those at Crayola, who brighten our lives, ensure their employees' lives?
They choose MetLife.
Get your insurance where over 40 million employees get theirs. Take the first step at youtube.com/MetLife.
I'm Don Bell, and coming up at the halftime, Stanford and Colorado goes down to the wire. Which team boosted their tournament resume? And another huge upset in the ACC as Duke goes down at Wake Forest. We'll show you the highlights. Now back to Rob and Marcus in Corvallis.
All right, Don, thank you. Tough time to be a top 5 team. Duke falling at Wake Forest in one of those prototypical trap games. Of course, Duke hosting Carolina on Saturday. And this, Marcus, you feel has the potential to be a trap game for number 3 Arizona as well.
Yeah, just because, you know, being in the Oregon area all week and having to play against an Oregon team on Saturday at 2 p.m. in Eugene that has won 6 in a row. They're a hot basketball team right now. This Oregon State team has been up and down during the conference season. And you've already clinched the conference regular season championship. Everybody's talking about you being a shoe-in for a #1 seed. Still got to play it out. Sean Miller's taking the approach is that we're playing for our basketball lives right now, and that's the approach that you have to have.
Nelson with a team-high 9. 7 straight points now for Oregon State.
Man-to-man has been good for Oregon State and Craig Robinson, but how long before Arizona kind of figures it out and takes advantage of mismatches?
Gordon, tough jumper, too strong. Arizona back so well defensively. Nelson caught in the air and try to get that one down to Gomez, and just out of his reach.
Not a bad idea. I mean, Gomez wasn't expecting it, so he didn't react quickly enough to bring it in.
Gomez averaging just under 11 minutes a game. Started twice this season. Big 6'10" talent from Senegal. He's a little raw.
He is raw. He's improving, though. His offensive skills have gotten a lot better since I first saw him last season.
Gordon, a nice grab and bucket.
Again, trying to figure out where you've got an advantage. Nice job taking it to the left side, and then T.J. McConnell with the great cross-court find of Aaron Gordon down on that short corner right side.
Just 4 points for Gordon tonight.
Little misdirection, and they went to Gordon the last couple of times. They isoed him at the free throw line against Gomez. That time found him in the short corner. So I think they're making a concerted effort to get him the basketball.
Quick pace to this first half. We're almost at the minute mark. Nelson. Pull up. Got it.
It's a tough shot. Sean Miller clasps his hands up on the back of his head. But Rondé Hollis Jefferson was there. It's just a tough shot.
Elliott Pitts to York. And McConnell backs it out. Timeout, Arizona.
And good
20
job
on the shot clock. And
yeah, good job, Oregon State. They have withstood the run of Arizona. Got back into their man-to-man defense. Here's a little dribble handoff action. And then right there, Roberto Nelson, little Kobe Bryant fade to create some space. Just enough to get the shot off, but Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, I mean, that's a contested 2 points. That's what you want in this pack line deviation of a defense by Arizona.
Nelson now in double figures for the 45th time in his last 46 games. As you mentioned, big game Sunday at UCLA at a team-high 23, 6 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 6 from 3. And they were in that game with UCLA late, and they felt a few less turnovers. Easier said than done, of course. Right. They might have been able to get out of Westwood with the win. Yeah,
and they had a great game against USC, jumped ahead 23 at halftime, even though SC closed to within 4 or 5 points before Oregon State knocked down the free throws at the end.
So let's see what Arizona comes out with after the timeout.
So Arizona scored a couple of times against that man-to-man. Oregon State comes out in the zone and gave York.
Yeah, continues his 3rd three-pointer of the night. He is the team's best pure shooter.
He's that designated zone buster. Who you gonna call?
Gabe York.
Yeah.
York with 9, second most on Arizona. Beavers will hold for 1, down 5.
High ball screen with Daniel Gomez, but Arizona does a great job of showing, of blitzing, of doubling. There's a blitz right there.
Nelson tripped up. That'll be on Gordon. His 2nd foul.
Aaron Gordon smelled it out. He was laying in wait to blitz this ball screen. There's a blitz, but just got a piece of the right foot of Roberto Nelson to pick up the foul.
Nick Johnson will check back in for the final 4.4 of this half for Arizona.
And easy to say, well, he's got to be closer to his teammate defensively so that Roberto Nelson can't split. But you're so worried about containment, keeping Nelson in the middle of the floor, that you don't want to give up that outside angle, so you kind of cheat a little bit toward the outside, opening up the middle for Roberto Nelson. This is Roberto's strength. He splits those double teams very effectively.
Another strength of Nelson, free throw shots. He's 4 for 4 tonight.
He missed his freshman year with some academic issues out of Santa Barbara High School in Santa Barbara, California, and now he's on track to graduate in June. So this is one of Craig Robinson's success stories. He stayed with him. A lot of teams, a lot of schools backed off.
Everybody's got that free throw routine. There's Nelson's looking for a baker's dozen here. A little situational sub as well. DeVivier comes on. Nelson checks out.
DeVivier a little more focused on the defensive end of the floor. They're leaving Rondae Hollis-Jefferson open.
McConnell from 3. Too strong. 36-33 at the break. The Fox College Hoops halftime report coming up after the break. Number 3, Arizona, up by 3 in Corvallis. It's 36-33 after 20 minutes.
For the title, a shot at glory. The Pac-12 tournament begins Thursday, March 13th on Fox Sports 1.
America's talking about our best pizza yet, the all-new Hand Tossed. Well, we hear you, America, and to return the love, we're bringing back our 10 any pizza deal. For a limited time, that's any pizza, any crust, any toppings, even specialties for $10. Pizza Hut, make it great.
How could a luminous protein in jellyfish impact life expectancy in the U.S., real estate in Hong Kong, and the optics industry in Germany? At T. Rowe Price, we understand the connections of a complex global economy. It's just one reason over 75% of our mutual funds beat their 10-year Lipper average. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a prospectus or summary prospectus with investment information, risks, fees, and expenses to read and consider carefully before investing.
Choose your adventure and take command of the road. With the highly capable GX, LX, and RX. Get great offers on your favorite Lexus models during the Command Performance Sales Event. This is the pursuit of perfection.
So, you want to change the world? Oh, and one more thing.
Back when we had satellite, we had to pay for more movies. 5 movies is like $25 a month. That's $300 a year. Poof, gone. But with Xfinity On Demand, we can watch thousands of movies and shows for no extra cost. We probably watched about 50 just this month.
More doesn't have to cost more. Upgrade to Digital Preferred for $9.99 more a month for 12 months and get over 80 additional channels and even more of your favorite movies and TV shows with Xfinity On Demand. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Only one denture clinic in Oregon now offers discounted extractions with sedation starting at just $99. You've been waiting, and now's the time. Natural Dentures is your exclusive home for free consultations, $99 extractions, and free adjustments for the life of your denture.
Give us 30 minutes, and we'll have you smiling again.
You deserve to smile, and we want to help. Schedule your free consultation today at Natural Dentures.
It's hard to improve on this recipe. Take 2 parts hydrogen, add 1 part oxygen. Throw in a little gravity, and you've got the simple ingredients that provide shipping, irrigation, recreation, and the renewable energy backbone of the Pacific Northwest. Way to go, H2O.
The Big East Tournament, only on America's new sports network, Fox Sports 1.
Sharing is caring. TJ McConnell to Nick Johnson. The Arizona Wildcats with a 36-33 lead over Oregon State at the half. Welcome inside the Fox College Hoops studio. I'm Don Bell. A busy night in the Pac-12. We start with a couple of teams squarely on the tournament bubble. Oregon at Stanford. A couple of Stanford alum. In the house, there's Andrew Luck, Richard Sherman. Second half, off the block, Askia Booker will not be denied. All the way to the rack he goes. Colorado with a 59-56 win. Utah at Cal. Pick it up in the first half. Utah on a 7-0 run. Marko Kozacevic getting it done down low. Utah up by 1. Later, Utah still up by 1. Dalen Pajensky making it happen. And the Utes on top, 26-24 at the half. Number 10, San Diego State visiting UNLV, running Rebels. Dwayne Poley, though, the one-handed jam, getting some big air. Then Poley again showing that this time he can do it from outside. Drano. And right now, UNLV on top, 34-33 at halftime. Dayton at St. Louis. The Billikens having some issues of late. Second half, Devin Oliver. Stop ball, nobody does. And so he goes coastal on the play. Dayton wins 72-67, third straight loss for the Billikens. All right, let's take a look at some scores from around the country. We're talking about bubble teams. Nebraska boosting their resume with a 70-60 win over Indiana. Arkansas puts up 110 points on Ole Miss. Tennessee blowing through Auburn, 82-54. And a late comeback from Missouri keeps their hopes alive with a 57-56 win over Texas A&M. Up next, Duke's hopes for a top seed takes a hit. How the Blue Devils went down hard. Highlights coming up next.
Save up to 20% at Best Western with a swipe, a tap, or a click. Save up to 20% and enjoy free high-speed internet, a hot breakfast, and 1,500 rewards points. Only at bestwestern.com.
I taught you how to do it, okay?
Too good. Keep pedaling.
Life insurance from New York Life can help your family keep good going.
Volkswagen has the most vehicles on the road with over 100,000 miles. That's the power of German engineering.
On the Western Edge, we offer our own brand of epic. We don't just compete, we bring home championships. We don't just play games, we reinvent them. When measured in awards won and banners hung, no other conference comes close. This is our blueprint for excellence. It's what makes us the Conference of Champions.
Rivals clash when number 6 Villanova hosts Georgetown. Part of a Big East triple header, Saturday at noon on Fox.
I feel like every month I'm shelling out more money for less stuff. Gas, groceries, even the phone company. Those guys charge a lot. So I switched to Xfinity Voice, and now I save a bundle. Plus, I get unlimited nationwide calling, and we can text using our home phone number, which saves us even more.
Nice. More doesn't have to cost more. Switch to Xfinity Voice from Comcast for just $19.99 a month for 6 months and save big over the phone company. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
I'm ready to hit the slopes. Let's go.
If you ski or snowboard, you'll love Guarantee. This winter, we're proud to continue our tradition of giving you a 5-day super pass to Willamette Pass with any purchase. It's simple. Select any car, truck, motorhome, or trailer. You'll get a great deal like this. And you'll ski for free. Eggs are cheaper in the country, and so are ski passes at Guarantee in Junction City.
I'll see you on the mountain. Perfect.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. With one phone call, you'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. It's a free service, so call now.
800-215-6073. 800-215-6073.
Thursday, Big East basketball presented by New York Life returns with a doubleheader as 6th-ranked Villanova battles Xavier and Butler takes on DePaul. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern only on Fox Sports 1. All right, a brutal week for basketball's elite. Over the last week, 17 of the nation's top 25 have lost to unranked teams. The madness continued tonight. We already showed you St. Louis falling to Dayton. Now number 4, Duke, visiting Wake Forest. Second half, Tyler Kavanaugh. He had 20 points. Demon Deacon smelling upset under 2 minutes to go. Wake up by 8. Karan Williams going for the lay-in. Jabari Parker, the rejection, but that's a goaltend. And so that capped a 17-0 Demon Deacons run. They upset Duke 82-72. Fans rushing to court there. All right, number 11, Louisville. At 18th ranked SMU. President George W. Bush on hand. Second half, game tied at 41. Russ Smith, the lob to Montrezl Harrell. So nice we have to show you twice. Look at him, put it in reverse. He had 19 points and 8 boards. Later in the second, Louisville up by 7. Russ Smith hit all 6 of his 3-point attempts. Louisville handing SMU their first home loss of the season, 84-71. Rutgers visiting number 19, UConn. Senior night, Shabazz Napier to Niles Giffey. UConn up by 3 at the half. Second half, the senior taking over. Napier off the screen. Career-high 7 3-pointers, finished with 26 points. UConn goes on to win 69-63. Purdue and number 9, Wisconsin. Frank Kaminsky leading the way. Kaminsky, one of 4 threes for him, led the way with 22 points. Badgers win by 6. Texas Tech and number 8, Kansas. First half, Tariq Black filling in nicely for the injured Joel Embiid. Black, alley-oop, good. He was a perfect 9 of 9 from the field. They win 82-57. Andrew Wiggins, perhaps his last wave to the Kansas faithful. All right, Caleb Tarczewski doing some damage down low for number 3, Arizona. The Wildcats with a 3-point lead. The second half coming up.
NASCAR coverage from Vegas begins Friday at 2 and continues all weekend long on Fox Sports 1. And catch the Cobalt 400 Sunday on Fox.
Humans. Even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
I believe in Oregon State. I believe in her traditions. A heritage from the deeds and dreams of yesterday. I believe in her sportsmanship and honor, a reality with the students of today. I believe in her aspirations and her ideals, the assurance of a magnificent tomorrow.
A battle for the title. A shot at glory. The Pac-12 tournament begins Thursday, March 13th on Fox.
Your way on the Parkway is more than just a slogan.
Our business is value here at Capitol.
When we say your way on the Parkway, we really mean it.
I always come here.
We truly want them to have the best experience they've ever had.
I had a great experience.
Back when we had satellite, we had to pay for more movies. 5 movies is like 25 bucks a month. That's $300 a year. Poof, gone. But with Xfinity On Demand, we can watch thousands of movies and shows for no extra cost. We probably watched about 50 just this month.
More doesn't have to cost more. Upgrade to Digital Preferred for $9.99 more a month for 12 months and get over 80 additional channels and even more of your favorite movies and TV shows with Xfinity On Demand. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Your way on the Parkway is more than just a slogan.
Our business is value here at Capitol.
When we say your way on the Parkway, we really mean it.
I always come here.
We truly want them to have the best experience they've ever had.
I had a great experience.
Call now.
Arizona trying to add to their 4-game win streak. They have a 3-point advantage here in Corvallis as we get set for the second half action. Take a look at our first half stats. I asked Craig Robinson before tip-off today, what's that first stat you're going to look at, Coach, at halftime? He said turnovers. 8 Oregon State turnovers converted into 9 Arizona points. But it's only a 3-point affair, and that's the number that's really going to please Craig Robinson right now. Rob Stone, Marcus Johnson back here with you. Arizona, priority level, defense, rebounding, then they'll get to offense. Their defense has done a pretty good job thus far on Nelson.
Yeah, they've done a pretty solid job. 3 for 8 for Roberto Nelson, but he gets to the free throw line as well as anybody in the conference. And their defense has been by committee. It's a little pack line principles. You're going to see a bunch of red shirts. All eyes focused on the basketball. The basketball is the most important thing defensively. Stopping the ball. Look at the red shirts surrounding Roberto Nelson. There's one helping out in the paint, one strong side. Tarzuski's going to help out on penetration as Roberto Nelson, who is being D'd up aggressively by Nick Johnson, all up in him. It's juicy fruit, Coach. He's chewing juicy fruit. But there's Tarzuski to help. There's the shot. There's the miss. He gets it back. And there's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson right there to try and thwart the easy putback by Nelson. But that's just a great team effort defensively against Roberto Nelson, who has scored, but he's had to do it getting to the free throw line.
Yeah, 6 of his 13 points from the charity stripe. And Oregon State will start with the ball, an opportunity to pull within 1, maybe even level things with number 3 Arizona. Down low, and Brandt traveled after the initial contact, bounced off of it, and then thrown off kilter.
Angus Brandt having a rough day.
Yeah.
Kind of buzzard's luck, can't kill nothing, won't nothing die.
3-time captain from Sydney, Australia. He's had some odd calls go his way tonight. There's Johnson leading all scorers with 14. 15 on the shot clock. Tarzuski, baby jumper will fall.
Nice job, big man, catch on the move, gather, stay vertical, don't lead forward, don't lead back, focus, knock down the shot. That's not an easy thing to do for a 7-footer from that range.
Tarzuski now with 8 points. A double team for Brant. He's forced to call a timeout. And we'll step aside with them. Arizona had a 3-point lead. They've extended it to 5. Early stages here, the second half in Corvallis.
Volkswagen has the most vehicles on the road with over 100,000 miles. That's the power of German engineering.
How could switchgrass in Argentina change engineering in Dubai, aluminum production in South Africa, and the aerospace industry in the U.S.? At T. Rowe Price, we understand the connections of a complex global economy. It's just one reason over 75% of our mutual funds beat their 10-year Lipper average. T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a prospectus or summary prospectus with investment information, risks, fees, and expenses to read and consider carefully before investing.
Who do the experts at Colgate choose for their employees' dental insurance?
Peppermint.
Where can the innovators at Chevrolet get discounts on their car insurance?
Nice ride.
And how do those at Crayola, who brighten our lives, insure their employees' lives?
They choose MetLife.
Get your insurance where over 40 million employees get theirs. Take the first step at youtube.com/MetLife.
Esse samba quente que é muito legal. É super pra frente, é bem genial. Uma da pesada que segura a parada. Isso é famoso 16 toneladas.
Battle for the title and the shot at greatness. The Pac-12 tournament begins next Thursday, March 13th, live from Las Vegas. You can see coverage of it right here on Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports Go. We already know Arizona has wrapped up the #1 seed in the tournament. They will get a first-round bye. Arizona State had the opportunity to earn and solidify that bye, but they lost at Oregon last night. They're still a #3 seed, and right now they would be live on FS1 in their quarterfinal matchup. We also have semifinal and the championship game here on FS1. Earlier tonight, Colorado victorious by 3 at Stanford, Utah, and California. That's a 2-point game in favor of the Utes early stages of the second half. And we have a 5-point game here, #3 Arizona in Corvallis on top of the Beavers. And Beavers with the ball right now. Alice Cook.
Boy, did the Buffaloes need that win at Stanford to really bolster their NCAA tournament hopes.
Their 21st win, they go to 10-7
that's nice.
in
that's
conference
nice.
play. Too strong. No chance. Shot clock expired. That shot never hit the rim, and the Beavers weren't quite aware of it.
Take a look at some of these bubble teams trying to get off that bubble and in, and that's a big win, as we talked about, over a Stanford team that needs all the victories they can get with a 42 RPI. And then Cal at 54 and the strength of schedule in the mid-30s. They may be in a position to have to win the Pac-12 tournament to get in. Oh, there it is.
Vision.
Oh,
Reverse dunk.
There it is. Reversalage on the part of Aaron Gordon. I'd love to see him do that. This is about the 3rd or 4th time this season of his 43 dunks that he's thrown it in backwards.
I'm sorry, reversalage?
Reversalage. Just jump up there in the cup and then just jam it down, just find it. Don't even look at it. Just know where it is.
Grant with the lefty lay-in. Quick release, in and out. That one won't go for McConnell. Ball will stay, though, with the Wildcats.
And again, talking to the Arizona coaches, T.J. McConnell, the outstanding point guard transfer from Duquesne, really the first 2-point guard that Sean Miller has had. Guy looking to pass first. Initially, with Brandon Ashley in the lineup, it was 80-20 pass shoot. Now with no Ashley, he's become a lot more aggressive, looking for his own. And he's a decent shooter, decent outside shooter. Got a nice mid-range game, nice floater going to the buckets. Has hit some big buckets for this team down the stretch.
Turnover. Cook spotting up. Instead, it's going to be Nelson earning the foul.
Thing went in. That's got to go.
They're not counting it yet. I don't believe so, Marcus.
He's asking Frank Harvey, Kevin Brill, trying to see if that thing went in. It's going. It's going. Kevin Brill gives the sign. He had started. It used to be a continuation call that they wouldn't give college players, but now look at Kevin Brill, their official down on the baseline, little stylistically with the block call. I like that. That's old school NBA. That's like Mindy Rudolph and Joe Gashu and all those guys I grew up with. Jack Madden.
Profiling.
Styling.
A three-point play there converted by Nelson, and it's a two-point game here in Corvallis. Nelson now with 16 to lead all scorers.
Beavers mixing it up, but when you mix it up, you better get to this guy, Gabe York, with the first half three-point makes.
Nice boxing out there by the Beavers. Grant slow to catch up to the play, but he can be a dangerous trailer. Nelson feeling it, short, chases it down, gets it. Gets his man in the air, goes glass. We're tied at 40s. Third tie of the game.
That's an example of a thirsty player. That's a player that's going to put it up come hell or high water. He's getting that shot up, and a nice job to just start trying to and just find the opening.
Corner jumper. Who else? Nick Johnson drops the triple. And a timeout, Arizona, after that jumper. Johnson with 17 now, 6 of 11 from the 4, 3 of 4 from deep.
Again, a much better rotation and release. But watch Roberto Nelson. I think this is where Sean Miller calling this timeout. You know, the effort or lack thereof on the defensive backboards. And there's Nelson again, just pump faking, get the bigs to lift, and then a nice job with the footwork pivoting around for the layup amongst the trees inside.
3 ties, 4 lead changes tonight. There's Nelson's numbers. And Arizona back on top, now by 3.
And here's a pass in between the legs, in between the wickets of Devon Collier.
Marcus, we like to call that a nutmeg pass. Soccer term.
Okay.
You're taking my word for it?
I'm taking you.
You should.
I want you to explain it to me, but we'll
know
wait
my stuff.
We'll wait till we have some time off.